Good evening, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Sorry, the camera angle can't catch my face. Here I am. I want to show you this setup, what's going on here, and just explain to you what I'm gonna do. Let's just get this all into frame. Okay, I'm gonna load some 308 ammo. So on a known load that I've been shooting in my rifle for a while, that I know shoots well and consistent, but I'm going to do a test. My normal standard load that I'm shooting is loaded with CCI 250 Magnum large rifle primers. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change it to Magnum large pistol primers and see if there's any difference. So these 10 cases that are already primed are primed with large pistol primers, and now we're going to load some new ones with large rifle. The standard load we're going to use on this one. So I use a normal very old Lee hand primer, but it works fantastically. As you can see, this primer is just slots in here fantastically. So we're gonna load, I'm basically gonna do two loads, two 5-shot groups of each. So two 5-shot groups of the large pistol primers and two 5-shot groups of the large rifle primers. So in total 10 pieces of brass that needs to be primed for each type of primer. Alrighty, there we go. That's done. Now we're going to start getting to the powder charge. Alright, first of all we need to calibrate the powder dispenser before we can start chucking the powder. So most of them work almost the same. Let me just show you here. There's a button here that says calibrate. Press that calibrate, it goes to 0 and it's stable. Press it again, then it tells you on the screen display to put on one of the weights. You wait until it says stable, you press calibrate again, it tells you to put the other one on, wait until it says stable, calibrate again, it's calibrated. We normally let the scale stand on for about half an hour just for it to heat up, and then obviously you can put the pan on. It's gonna show the weight of the pan now, then you have to zero it. Alrighty, then we need a funnel. Okay, so get a funnel here. We need to change the collet here for the specific caliber we're using. We're doing synthetic cal. So this is how I do it. My brass is pointed down so that only the one that I'm busy with is pointing up. So if I'm done, the ones that are pointing up I know they are done, so that I don't overcharge or double charge in one specific casing. The charge we are throwing is 40.3 grains of S335 from Rainmetal, and then you just say dispense, and then it pours. Waiting game, obviously, you have to wait for it to stop. Excuse the background noise, the wind is blowing terribly, yeah? It's been blowing since this morning, hectically, non-stop. I want to go and shoot these loads tomorrow, so hold thumbs that the wind dies down through the evening, and hopefully we can get some shooting time in tomorrow. Then I can obviously show you my shooting range as well, take you through the setup I've got there. Okay, next step, after we've charged all our cases with the correct amount of powder, we need to seat a bullet. So I've got a already loaded round here that's already the right total overall length. So we're going to put it in there. We're going to back this seating stem off a little bit so we don't make contact with the bullet. Put the ram all the way to the top. Turn the seating stem until we get contact with the bullet. Then it should be rather close to the spec we want. You can put the charged case in there. Bullet slips in there. We can press it down. The magic number we are looking for is 2,170. So obviously we didn't make enough contact there. As you can see, 2.76. So we need to come down 6. Seat it again. Double check. I'm shooting 1. I miscounted those lines. Putting that one in. Magic number 2.170, and then we just crack all of them in here. Chuck the bullet, and like I said before, the only change between these two sets of rounds will be the primer. Powder charge, same bullet, same overall length as previous, and so we're going to check for speed variations in the two primers, and obviously check the groups at 100 meters, which is I think 110 yards. Yeah, here in South Africa we work in meters, so all our testing will be done at 100 meters. And so we go, we just seat bullets. You can double check if you want here and there. Check that they're still seating to the correct size. So it is all still good. And if you ever get the chance to buy one of these RCBS Matchmaster die sets, they are amazing. I love this little window where the bullet drops in. It makes life so easy. Just drop the bullet in, there you go. If you have to do it from the bottom, you have to be careful for your fingers not to get stuck in the press, because that's going to hurt quite a bit. And then, like I said, we just seat all of them. This goes really quickly. As you can see, while I'm loading here, I'm loading 168 grain Berger VLD hunting projectiles. We're using Lapua brass, and we're using local powder that's called S335, 40.3 grains of that. And like I said, the only difference at the moment between these are, the one is a large pistol Magnum primer, the other load is a large rifle Magnum primer. There you go, 20 rounds loaded. Now it's time to head out to the range tomorrow morning. Thanks guys, see you tomorrow.